Hey guys, welcome back to Appel PC. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to set up a Discord server using Carlbot. Now down below in the description there will be this. This is a default template that I've created that is based off my main server that I've created with QuickIguanaGaming. His channel will be linked down below in the description, but this is our main server. We have a lot of cool things. And we use Carlbot all the time. We have him for our different embeds. We use him for verification, which I'm going to show you how to set that up today. Verification, basically what that is when you click this check mark and I go up to here, boom, I'm given the new member role automatically and I cannot remove it. I can because I'm an admin, but normally you cannot. There will be a link for this Discord server if you want to join. We are always on here, and if we're not, feel free to ping us. Don't spam. But yeah, we use embeds. We post pretty much most of our stuff using Carlbot. Like, look, I even made this announcement from me using an embed, but I sent it using Carlbot. He also can be set up to include YouTube and Twitch notifications. So if you have Twitch streamers and YouTubers on your channel like we do, we set links up to provide stuff like that. Carlbot is really an amazing bot, and he also has a ton of logs. I'm not going to go clicking in our logs because of privacy reasons, but basically, he sorts your logs. It's a lot better than your audit log here, because your audit log is very minimal and it doesn't describe stuff. Carlbot describes stuff in so much detail, which is why I'm going to show you how to set them up on here. So within this server, you're going to need to go over to carl.gg. You're going to need to click up here and sign in with Discord. And once you do that, you want to click invite. Now, you have to be able to manage the server, or if you download this template, you can be the owner, and you will want to leave these permissions normal, authorize, select you're not a robot, and there you go. If I switch back over to Discord, you can see, boom, Carlbot is added. Now, what I recommend is go down to roles and give him the bot role. This says to everyone else on your server, hey, this is a bot, he's a basic bot. And then you're going to want to drag the Carlbot role above your bot role. And you can, I would recommend dragging him above these roles and not your admin role, because whenever you move roles around, basically this role controls all these roles. This role controls these roles and stuff like that. We want Carlbot to be able to control things for later dates if you decide, hey, I'm going to go more advanced into Carlbot's features. But once you click authorize, you're going to want to go back to the main Carl website. You're going to click manage and your server. Here you can set up Carl's nickname. So if you have a theme on your server, our server has a theme, so we have renamed him. And then you can also set prefix. Prefixes, it will automatically, when you create Carlbot, it'll do that and do that for its default prefixes. I don't like using those because I have a lot of bots on my server, so I like to use a slash for Carlbot. But you don't have to. You can leave it as the default stuff like that. But I choose to use a slash because I know, hey, that's a Carlbot command. I know what that is. You don't want to have duplicate prefixes for your commands if you have multiple bots. It's not a good idea. Whew, I've been there. So we're going to teach you how to set it up, the welcome page. So you're going to want to select your welcome channel here. So I'm going to select the welcome channel, click save. Now, by default, it has hello, mention, and welcome to the server. Mention and server, these are variables that grab like this person's name and the server's name. You can use these for different things, but I like just doing like member has joined. This keeps it slim and it keeps your notifications a lot smaller. If you wanted, you can do custom embeds. I'm going to show you the basics of an embed today, but you can use that. We use them a lot on our server, obviously, like I've said, but with this, same thing, really long message. I like keeping it short. Mention is left. And then you want to click save on everything that you've changed so that it saves to your server. You can also set ban messages and DM on joins. I don't recommend doing that for your ban messages and DMs, but you can deal with that as you like. But next, I'm going to want to show you how to set it up so that when you click on your rules, it automatically adds that reaction role to your server. So if I go to reaction roles, we're going to want to create a new reaction role. But first, we're going to want to go to our rules page, and we're going to create a rule. So let's say rules 1. Follow the rules, right? Because that's the number one rule, is follow the rules. So that's our rules. Obviously, you want to get more advanced like ours, where you have a bunch of different stuff. But I'm going to use this as a demonstration. So before we switch back over to Carl's website, you're going to want to copy the message ID. And once you do that, switch back over to your Carl bot, and you're going to create a reaction role. You're going to select use ID. You can use a post embed, but I'm going to choose to use the ID, and I'm going to paste our message ID. So this is that message, and this message is located in our rules channel. So I'm going to add an emoji. I like using the check mark as a verification, and I'm going to select our new member role. So basically, when they click the check mark, they gain the new member role. And then we're going to want to set this to verify. What that does is roles can be picked up but not removed. So that means when they click that, they get the role, but they cannot remove that role. It's very important. So then we're going to create it, refresh the page, and once it loads, you see rules, new member, verify. So if I switch back over to our Discord, you can see I have this little check mark now that is added to our rules category, and if I click that check mark, you can see it instantly goes away. And if I click over here, I have the new member role. So if I remove it, don't have it anymore, click it, boom, got the new member role, and I cannot remove it. No matter how many times I click this, I can't remove that. So that's the basics on how to do reaction roles for your verification. Next thing I'm going to show you is how to do custom embeds. Embeds, when you start getting advanced into these can become really cool. But I'm going to just show you the default ones. So basically, I'm going to take let's make one, and then I'll show you a more advanced one. So the icon URL is who is sending this. So I recommend putting your server logo if you have one here. And to get a URL for your image, you can send your image to someone on Discord and then copy that link, and then you can paste it in there, and it'll instantly get that icon URL and put it in this corner. But I'm going to just leave it blank for now because I don't have a logo for this server. But we're gonna say this message is from our server. So that's who it's from. And then we're going to say this is an announcement. You don't have to do that, but boom, we have created an announcement, and let's say our announcement is to subscribe and like the video, which you should do if you haven't already. And then you can also add fields, which are like subfields under your main and thing. So if you want to point certain topics out, you can add a title. And then you can also add a description. And you can do that infinitely. You can up to 25 fields. And then basically you can keep adding. I'm going to leave it blank. This image is a big image, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. That goes right here. Boom, big image. And then there's a thumbnail, which kind of goes in this corner. And then you have a footer. I recommend writing "this message was sent from Carlbot." That way people on your server know, hey, this was created on Carlbot, and it's not actually created from a member. And then you can put an icon here, which will put it in front of this message here. You can also add a date, which will add a date to this. And then you can also click up here to your toggle colors. And this basically changes this here, this band here. So you can make it all sorts of different colors. If you want to know what the main color for your the template one is, it's FF2800. That is our red color, basic red. That's what our members use. That's what the red color is. So then once you're done creating an embed and you like how it looks, I recommend copying it to your clipboard. And what this does is if you hit reset, oh no, I lost all my work. Well, in here you can paste and hit apply, and boom, it copies the raw code for your basically it copies the raw code of your embed that you've created. And then let's say I want to post this under admin announcements and hit post. It'll say success, your embed is sent. So if we switch back over to here, you can see under the admin announcements, our admin announcement is here, subscribe and like the video. But let's say, and I recommend pinning stuff if you want it to stick around, because if you get a bunch of admin announcements from your admins, it can get repetitive over time. So what I like to do is purge the channels of 1,000 messages, which is the max the purge command can use. And this is a Carlbot command. If you're using Carlbot and you haven't changed the prefixes, it's either an exclamation point or a question mark. I have it as a slash. But once you do that, it removes messages and it tells you who sent those messages that it removed, but it doesn't remove pinned ones. But if I were to unpin it and repurge by 1,000, boom, it removed that embed. But luckily we've saved the embed as a file, and basically we can't change that from we can repost it if we need to. But I'm going to show you what a more advanced embed looks like. So if I paste this, this is our content bomb embed. This is our what's on our welcome page. As you can see, I have the Carlbot logo up here, which is this here. This is the thumbnail, and then down here I have this message was sent using Carlbot, and then the Carlbot URL here. The big image at the bottom, I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. But as you can see, I have the Carlbot logo, and then or the content bomb logo and our content bomb name, and then I have title, description, and then I have a bunch of subtopics that point out different things. But that's pretty much all you need to know about embeds, except for I can show you if I open up, let's say, where is it? Our Twitch announcements. So this is our Twitch announcements embed code. If I hit apply, boom, you can see I have got the Twitch logo there, which is this one here. So that's the Twitch logo, and basically it's a big main selling point image, pretty much. So yeah, you can mess around with embeds all you want, figure out how they work, but that's the basics of how they work, and it shows you a little bit about what they are. So in today overview again, you use the template. The template has the setup permissions, and then I've showed you how to set up Carlbot to automatically give roles and reactions, and then I've also showed you how to create custom embeds. Obviously I purged the other one, but I've shown you how to make custom embeds. So please make sure to subscribe and like, and once again, everything will be linked down in the description below for all the stuff that you need. Alright, thank you.